All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to talk about a big fight that took place tonight with Shakur Stevenson and Yoshino, who Shakur Stevenson beats by six round knockout. Looks very dominant in a one-sided fight, but after the fight is over, he goes off on Devin Haney and asks some real questions about Devin Haney. And on top of that says, look, man, I don't know why you want to sit at 135, seeing what I can do. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where Shakur Stevenson has now officially made his debut in the lightweight division, and he does it with a bang, with a big fight, with a great performance rather against Yoshino in Newark, New Jersey, and looks terrific as he usually does in the ring. Does something that is different and gets a knockout, different than what other cats have been doing, and actually gets a knockout, drops Yoshino 2 times. In the 6th round, he gets a knockout without stopping him, and which is kind of, I didn't really think that was the best decision in the world, but it is what it is, man. He was going to knock him out, and even Shakur Stevenson said himself that he wished that the referee had not stopped the fight to allow him to really knock the dude out, right? Which he didn't get, but he got the TKO and wins the fight. Now, before I get into the rest of it, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this. But let's get into this because Shakur Stevenson had a message for Devin Haney, which was that, look, man, I want to fight. He calls out Devin Haney. And not only that, he talks about what will happen in the fight. And he's like, look, man, Devin Haney, take one step back, Bill Haney, the father and the manager of Devin Haney, said today that Devin Haney is not going to be leaving the 135-pound division, that he's going to be staying at the 135-pound division. So when Shakur Stevenson was told that he said that, Shakur was like, I don't know why he would say that he's staying in that division, seeing as what I just did to this guy. And knowing that Devin Haney can't punch, I've never seen him hurt anybody ever. So I don't know what he'd be wanting to stay in the division for with me in it, because I'm going to smoke him, right? And he said, man, you guys are going to be shocked. He's like, yeah, I want Devin Haney, and I'm telling you that it's going to be shocking how easy it is for me to beat him. Right now, note, he did not call out Gervonta Davis. He didn't say that he wanted Gervonta Davis. He says that he wants Devin Haney for all of those belts. He also, when he was asked what he thought about Lomachenko and Devin Haney, he said, look, man, I think Devin Haney's going to smoke Lomachenko. But after that's over, I want Devin Haney. And that, my friend, is all anybody should need to hear about making that fight next. If that is Devin Haney gets past Lomachenko, which I think that he will, but you never know, right? You never know. But this very, very affirmative call out from Shakur Stevenson to Devin Haney, who is the undisputed champ. And there is absolutely no reason whatsoever not to make that fight. I had a live stream earlier where we talked about the fight and the fact that it's very clear who Devin Haney wants to fight after his fight against Vasily Lomachenko, and obviously after Gervonta Davis's fight with Ryan Garcia, because obviously Gervonta's got to get past Ryan Garcia, which is not a guaranteed thing. I favor him in the fight. A lot of people favor him in the fight. I'd have to go look at the odds to see what the odds are. But Devin Haney wants that Gervonta Davis fight. Now, when Leonard Ellerbe, who is the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, who still works with Gervonta Davis, was asked about it, he was like, look, man, Devin Haney needs to go fight Shakur. Those guys that's what Bob's plan is. And he said, look, you don't see Bob Arum having done everything that he needed to do to get all of those belts at 135 together and just think that he's going to be giving those belts away and just letting Devin Haney walk off to it and go take a fight where those guys aren't going to make a lot of money. With this performance that Shakur Stevenson had tonight, and if Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, I think that is going to be a really, really big fight. And that'll be a fight where, like, for example, I would be looking forward to going to. I think that whether it was in New York or whether it was in Las Vegas or whatever the case is, I would very, very much look forward to going and paying for that fight. I would pay for it on pay-per-view because that's one of the top 10 pound for pound fighters in the world. And there's no reason for Devin not to do it because now you can't say Shakur Stevenson's never had a fight in the division, which is what people were saying. Not only did Shakur Stevenson have a fight in the division, he knocked the guy out. And that is something that Devin Haney's not done in about 4 years. So not only did he have the fight, he looked very good. He looked impressive in the fight. And honestly, man, I loved how Shakur fights, man, because Shakur Stevenson is somebody that will stand. He's definitely a slick fighter, but he's not moving around any more than he has to. He's not grabbing. He doesn't jab and grab and hold. He'll slip shots, counter shots. He goes to the body. He looks strong. It looked like he had good pop in his punch. And I just think that he is an excellent, excellent fighter. And after this fight, I don't think there's anybody that can make an argument that he's not one of the best fighters in the lightweight division. I would be very surprised that after this fight takes place, that his rankings do not go up. And he will more than likely be the number one contender in the WBC and the WBO after if it winds up being the case that Devin Haney beats Vasily Lomachenko. So all in all, man, just sounds like an excellent, excellent situation. Please, nobody can tell me that Shakur Stevenson did not call him out, that he doesn't want the fight. Had this conversation that took place on my live stream this morning where people just have these banana narratives out there that Shakur Stevenson doesn't want to fight Devin Haney or that nobody wants to fight Devin Haney is what the narrative is. However, in this situation, you clearly hear it out of Shakur Stevenson's mouth that he wants that fight. And that's a fight that more than likely should happen, more than likely will happen for him next, because that's something that Bob Arum has also said. He was like, when this fight, but he thought that Devin Haney was going to move up. Now, also, there is, however, some fights that are going to take place in the 140-pound division where Teofimo Lopez will be fighting Josh Taylor. That was announced this evening as well. So I'm looking forward to that fight as well. But maybe if Devin wants to drop the belts and go up there, that looks good too. But if he stays if they're serious about staying at 135 pounds, there you go. There's Shakur Stevenson. Let's make that happen. But Shakur didn't play at all about what he thought was going to happen in that fight, which was I'm going to smoke him and it's going to be a lot easier than people think it is. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.